Hi, this is Bill, and you are on Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill. Today we're in Ketchikan, Alaska, and I'll tell you right up front, it's living up to its reputation. This is one of the rainiest places in the United States, and today is no exception. Today is also our last port day in Alaska, so I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us on this amazing cruise, enjoyed the rest of the videos, and we are going to make the most of the day today regardless of what the weather holds out. So sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Hi everybody, thanks again for watching. As soon as you pull into port in Ketchikan, you'll be greeted by the colorful buildings, wooden boardwalks, and all that classic northwestern vibe that you would expect. Ketchikan is known as the salmon capital of the world. It's also famous for its rich Native Alaskan culture and incredible scenery. Even with the rain, there's something really authentic about this place, and yet modern in some ways in the downtown area. The weather almost feels like it's part of the experience. Now for today, we decided to do the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show. We booked it individually, not through the cruise line. You can see the rain there, and Angela is getting wet. This is why we say definitely, when you go to Alaska, especially if you're going anytime near the summertime, pack for all seasons, pack rain gear, pack waterproof everything, waterproof backpacks, all that. We're probably going to do a video soon on how to pack for Alaska and the ways that we keep our stuff dry. We'll show you a little bit of Ketchikan as we walk down. There you can see this is actually when we were pulling out of port. Give you a little idea of what a fishing village it is. But to give you some other ideas as we're walking through the town, let's talk about some of the other things that you can do. There are wildlife and bear viewings. You can visit places like Neats Bay or Traders Cove. There is a chance to see bears catching salmon in the wild at those places, depending on when you go. Misty Fjords National Monument. It's one of the most breathtaking excursions in Alaska. You can take a float plane or boat tours through the massive cliffs and waterfalls. There's Totem Park. There you'll learn about Alaskan native culture. The Salmon Village and Totem are also very popular stops. There's fishing charters. Salmon fishing is very big here. Like I said, you'll see salmon all over the place in the gift shops as well. Again, these fishing charters, a lot of people, if you're into fishing, this would be a great one to do. And then also just Creek Street and downtown exploring. You'll see a little bit of that later in the video. The historic boardwalk built on stilts. There's plenty of shops, restaurants, photo stops, and some crab, which they're famous for, and we'll talk about that a little bit later towards the end of the video. Again, just be ready for the weather when you get here. Now, as you can see, the fun begins as soon as you step off the ship, especially if you're at one of the closer preferred docks, like we were with our the Princess ship we were on. Holland America was docked right behind us. They're usually pretty close in. There's all kinds of little vendors right when you step off. You can get some fish and chips. You can also book some tours when you get off the ship as well. Plenty of things to do. Not sure if I mentioned that there is whale watching is very popular here as well. Some people, our group I believe, did whale watching as well. That's a great view of the Sapphire Princess. There is a video up on the channel on the ship itself and our cabin tour. We did a big suite. In here you could see this. We're walking now up towards the Lumberjack Show, and you can see there's just shopping all over the place. Plenty of restaurants, plenty of bars, great Alaskan beer, huge shops. This was kind of good for the last stop because we were able to, after the show, go into these shops and get our last minute shopping done. If you're looking for something salmon related, this is probably the best of the Alaskan ports to do it. Also Christmas ornaments, things like that. Drop the comments below. We collect wall hangings from Caribbean spots, Christmas ornaments, and ship models. Is there anything particular that you collect? I'm not sure if people still collect spoons or any of that stuff, but we love to hear in the comments below what you collect. Over there is the Alaskan Fish House. That's a pretty famous restaurant for crab and Alaskan fish. And as you can see now, we are walking towards the Lumberjack Show now. Now, for the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show, definitely you're going to want to book your tickets in advance. Most attractions on cruise stops, I recommend always trying to book your excursions or tickets in advance. This is very popular in Europe. If you're looking to go to some of the museums, the Vatican, stuff like that, you got to book in advance. This is very popular. I'm not sure that they had any walk-up availability. There was a spot to sell tickets, but you'll want to get them in advance. Now, we could not film inside there. They don't want us to film. Some people do. We try to follow the rules. But this was a lot of fun. It was... we were under an overhang, so the rain didn't bother us at all. It was... a competition between the United States and America with log rolling, axe throwing, tree climbing races, a chainsaw demonstration. It was pretty interactive. The crowd gets into it, cheering for different teams. They split the audience in two. Even with the energy, with the rain, the energy was really, really good. Very hokey, I guess would be the word. You kind of had an idea of which way it was all going to go. Lasted, I would say, about 30 minutes to 30 minutes to 40 minutes, somewhere along those lines. But it was a lot of fun, especially if you go into it with the right attitude, and especially we had a nice group of people that it was. We really enjoyed it quite a bit. And then right afterwards, of course, they lead you into the gift shop, and you can also take pictures with the cast, which we did. Now, we have a lot of clients that go to Ketchikan, and if you're watching this video, whether you're a client or not, we'd love to hear what you did in Ketchikan. Did you go to Lumberjack Show? Did you do something else? What would you recommend for us to do our second time there? Because an Alaskan cruise is something that is definitely going to be on our list. Again, as you can see here, is the typical gift shop stuff, Christmas ornaments, t-shirts, things like that. There's a lot of shopping here, probably more than most of the other ports. Some of it was touristy, as you can see. It's very touristy, but there was some local stuff as well, some local craft things you could get. Socks, that's a big thing these days. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to point out to you some of the things that you could do shopping wise, and we're right by the ship, so plenty of time to do that when you get back. You won't have to worry about hitting traffic on the way back to the ship. Before we tell you about our crab experience and our general thoughts on the Alaska cruise, if you're getting value of this video, please hit that like button, and please feel free to share it with your friends. Check out our other videos. We have one on every port in Alaska. We also have the videos on almost all major cruise lines and ports all over the world, including Europe, the Caribbean, Mediterranean, British Isles, and all of that. So if you hit the subscribe button, we appreciate it. Any feedback you can give us is also greatly appreciated. As you can see, I had to switch to the GoPro because it was raining so hard. I didn't want to damage my camera. But let's talk about the crab experience. We went to a couple of spots. We were really looking forward to some fresh Alaskan crab. You got to have crab, right? We walked up to a few places, checked out the menus, and let's just say we had more than a little bit of sticker shock. I mean, prices that would definitely make you stop and think twice, and we did. Platter of king crab legs, $219. We'll leave this up to you for a couple of seconds so you can see how expensive it was. We opted out of it. We probably should have. Part of us is, we have plenty of great food on the ship, but in hindsight, next time we go back, we'll probably have to get the crab legs. If you've been to Alaska and had a place where you really enjoyed the crab legs, please let us know in the comments below. So this pretty much wraps up the Alaskan portion of this trip. We will have a video up on Vancouver, on disembarkation, on where we stayed in Vancouver, a little bit about downtown Vancouver as well. We really hoped you've enjoyed these videos. This was a bucket list trip for us and all of our friends that you could see there. We had a fantastic time. Highly recommend Alaska, and if you can, bring friends along. We have some amazing ones, some that were older friends, some that we've met through doing the travel industry. But anyway, we hope you've enjoyed these videos, and until next time, we'll see you on our next adventure. Bye-bye, everybody.